Welcome to On the Chain. This is Jeff here with co-host Chip. What is going on, Chip? What's going on, everybody out there in the On the Chain community, coast to coast, continent to continent? We got a wide variety of viewers coming to us from all over the world, tuning in even in the wee hours of the morning. Flare continues its momentum with over-collateralized FAssets and the launch of Flamix, giving users new ways to trade with any token as collateral. At the same time, XDC has been outpacing Bitcoin and Ethereum in growth, fueled by billions in real-world assets coming on the chain. That's right, because we're going to Flare's FAssets, XDC surge. There's still a battle for free speech going on all over the world. Interesting to see what's coming out of places like Poland, over in Europe, in the UK, over in Korea even. A lot of things going on to support free speech. We're going to dig into that because the geopolitical, cultural flashpoints, definitely something we got to talk about. And, you know, these debates on free speech, kind of crazy because we're going to talk about it from Oxford to Stephen King, this prolific writer that people know about, and also some Hodgetwins explosive commentary. So join us because from crypto innovation to global politics colliding, we are going to dive into the shallow end head first for maximum impact.
Love it. Let's go.
Welcome to On the Chain.
Welcome in, everybody. Go ahead and let us know where you're coming in from. What part of the world are you coming in from today? And Jeff, when you were saying momentum, it reminded me of this. Oh, look, I almost had the same haircut again.
I definitely had the same haircut.
You still have the same haircut, yeah. Me. That was when you froze up, and it me. We clipped that from the actual video, which was pretty fun. Which was great. We'll be coming in live from Hawthorne, Florida. Art on the Lake.
Yeah. Art on the Lake.
Poker Moat is coming in from La Vegas. I don't know. Poker. Just good day, lurkers. Steve Willett's coming from Australia. Crypto G is expecting some action after these flare drops stop. Yeah, what is it? March is that the last flare drop? I think March. Yeah, exciting. That's what it is. What's going on? TM trademark. TM. Or Thomas Mary, something.
New York City,
NYC, socialist capital of the world. Mondami. Let's get your thoughts on Mondami. The guy, it's always so funny. These guys are always like, oh no. Defund the police? I didn't say that. It's always run to the center.
Here it is, right here.
They run to the center. They pretend like they didn't say anything. They said everything. They always pretend like, oh, what's up, Ray Run? It's from South Carolina. Love that. Love your well, you put Charlie Kirk as your avatar. Very cool. Zed's coming in from Montreal. Pasty looking me. Edwardsville, Illinois. Just east of St. Louis,
Missouri.
And then we got, of course, Chad's from Celebration. It almost just say Chad for Celebration instead of Chad Nauseum. There's a celebration going on right here. Remember that, Jeff?
Yes.
You remember that?
I do.
You remember. Everybody remembers that. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's just fantastic, you know? It's just the greatest thing in the world, man.
Fantastic.
So, all right, let's get into some crypto news. You know, we were going to jump into some other things here today. We used to talk a lot about XRP. We used to talk a lot about Bitcoin. So we're going to transition a little bit here too.
We love Bitcoin. I love talking about Bitcoin. Now we're going to talk about
Bitcoin.
We're going to talk a lot about now. That's what we're going to talk about.
But before we get into that, Decrypt had a really interesting article, but Nasdaq files with the SEC to allow trading of tokenized stocks. And this is the article they put up. Nasdaq has asked the SEC for a rule change that would allow the stock exchange to record stocks in tokenized form, according to the filing. So what do you think the possibility of this going through is, Jeff, based on what we know of the administration and the SEC?
Knowing about the administration, I think we have a little bit of a...
We lose your mic? Lost your mic. I don't hear you anymore, Jeff. That's weird. Does anybody else hear Jeff? I do not hear him for some reason. Maybe you don't hear me. I don't know. It just seemed like it clipped off there for a second. For some reason, XLM bull flag. There you go. XLM's good as well. Iron Maiden and Disco Fan. By the way, today at the Pittsburgh Steelers game, Bruce Dickinson, lead singer for Iron Maiden, he did do he sang the Star Spangled Banner. I was going to put that on, but that was pretty interesting. It was pretty good. I give it like an 8 out of 10. Okay, you don't hear Jeff. Great. Okay, yeah, you don't hear Jeff. I don't know what happened. He's been having some technical issues today, so that's why we had a little bit of a delayed start. We were actually ready to go on time, but sometimes either he's having a tech issue or I'm having a tech issue. It never seems like it's the two of us at one time. It's always some weird thing going on. I don't know what causes it, but it certainly is something. That's what I can tell you. I can tell you that it's something. Guys, type in Yeti if you want to win a Badass Yeti. I'm going to start collecting these early, but if you want to win a Badass Yeti NFT,
Here, no.
Look at that. There you go. You're back.
Dude, there's too many resources being drained out of Chrome. So as I was uploading the video, it crushed my system. It crushed everything. It crushed Crisp. Everything just got destroyed, decimated.
It's always
So
Jeff.
something's
Look at
bleeding.
Jeff. Look at Jeff. He spells it Geoff. Is that like a British or Australian spelling? It's Jeff,
It
guys,
is.
just in case you want to know. Joff. Jeff or Joff?
Actually, my mother told me that she was actually going to spell my name that way.
But what changed her mind? That nobody spells their name like that?
Nobody spells it.
Unless you're
And
English.
nobody in
Australian.
this country spells it.
No one
that
in
way.
the U.S. spells it that way. So
Correct, yeah.
I actually never met a Jeff that spells it that way from the U.S.
No, neither have I. Not in
Look
this
at
country.
Joffrey. Hello, Joffrey. Joffrey, please, Joffrey. Wasn't Joffrey the little goofy king in Game of Thrones? Joffrey, but was it spelled like J, or was it spelled that way? Who knows? It's Jeffrey, Jeffrey, Jeffrey. So this is an interesting news. We gotta see what happens.
All right. So what happened with the news? Is anything actually happening with it?
Well,
Are
they're
they
just
trying to
filing
get
it.
some momentum, or
No, it's just they're asking for a rule change that will basically allow the stock exchange to record stocks in tokenized type of a format. And that was according to the filing on Monday. So tokenized assets are going everywhere. Like I really wouldn't see like the. Imagine them asking permission from Gary Gensler. They wouldn't even go there. They're talking about Nasdaq, which has notable names like Apple, Google, Amazon, Meta, and a lot of other tech giants, would give the customers the options of trading securities via additional digital representation of ownership with or without blockchain backing. So as a participant, if you wanted wishes for its order to clear and settle in a tokenized form, shall notate its preference upon entry in the order in the system by selecting a flag that the exchange designates for this purpose. In addition, with the exchange procedures, Nasdaq said in its filing, when a participant enters an order with the tokenized flag selected, the exchange will communicate the participant's clearance and settlement instructions to the DTCC. Interesting. Nasdaq's proposal to add the fervor for tokenization among both traditional finance and digital asset focused firms. In June, Robinhood rolled out trading for European users of U.S. listed stocks and exchange traded funds, ETFs, on tokens on Arbitrum and Ethereum Layer 1. So interesting. We'll see what happens. This is Kraken did its own back in tokenization with Backed using Solana. Over time, the U.S. equity markets have thrived. Let's see what else. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's an interesting story. I mean, we'll see what's happening. It's inevitable. I don't see this as being like, ooh, I hope they get approval. I definitely believe they'll be getting approval, but we'll see. I don't know. The new SEC seems like they're like, we're going to have crypto events, crypto moms like meeting with people. Why? That's not your job. That's not your job. What do you think? You think because now we got an administration that's pro-crypto, you guys... The SEC is not going to be doing much with crypto, Jeff, unless it's a security, which if the new legislation goes the way we think it will, be very rare, and the CFTC will be the governing body, and really the SEC will have almost nothing to do with crypto. So that's the bad news for them. But you talked about Flare. Here we go with Flare. What powers FAssets on Flare? First, over-collateralization. When XRP is minted onto FXRP, it's backed by more value than the original deposit. The extra buffer equals economic security. Number two, Flare native oracles. So FITSO delivers decentralized price data. FTC verifies events from external chains like the XRP ledger transactions. And together, it equates to trustless, reliable, and no third-party dependencies. Number third, composability. So once you have the FXRP, you can basically earn yield. You can use it in lending or borrowing, or you can stake it to mint STXRP for even more options. So FXRP equals one asset, many possibilities. So there it is. There you have it. What a nice animation that is. Look at that. You are getting sleepier. You are getting sleepier. You are getting sleepier. It's like some kind of a thing. And this guy makes a good point. Still under 3 cents. Most of crypto isn't even watching. Bridges, over collateralized assets, native yield. This is real infrastructure. I have a feeling at some point, and again, this is not financial advice, but I think people sometimes are like, it's not going to do anything and do anything. And then overnight, it's going to go to 30 or 40 cents. People are like, oh, I need to get in on this. I just think at some point it's inevitable, and it probably will pop at some point. So, and Flare Community says Flare is about to change the game for the non-yield bearing assets, and it all starts with XRP-Fi. So there you go. So there it is. There you have it, Jeff. So this one here from Flare says, you've seen the announcement. Let's break down what the Flamix trade unlocks for DeFi on Flare. So Flamix gives Flare users a new way to access global markets directly by enabling them to trade perps up to 500x leverage with any token as collateral. Yikes. 500 times, Jeff?
No.
Ruh-roh. That sounds bad. That sounds bad. That's what could possibly go wrong. This will include LP tokens, staking derivatives, and even meme coins. 500. Oh my gosh. Leverage. I always avoid that word leverage as much as I can. Not for the faint of heart. Allowing users to use any asset as collateral serves two main functions. Number one, it brings added utility to all tokens on Flare, and it also boosts the range of DeFi opportunities on Flare. That's what's amazing is there's becoming so much utility coming out of Flare, especially with XRP, and being able to do the DeFi piece of it is really amazing. So key features for traders, if you're using tokens as collateral without selling them, and I think the future will be loaded with, people always say like, well, I'm never selling my XRP. I'm never selling my Bitcoin. Well, that's the point. You probably will never sell it because you'll be able to collateralize against it. You'll be able to use that as collateral for loans. So you own two million in Bitcoin. You take out a $500,000 loan. You never sell your Bitcoin. Your Bitcoin continues to go up. You'll be able to have capital to work with, buy a house, do whatever, and then you're slowly sort of paying that back. But the leverage part is the one that scares me. And if you're trading crypto, Forex, or commodities with up to 500x leverage, or collateral price shifts don't instantly push you into liquidation. That right there, Jeff, is where people get hurt.
That's it.
So if you're using it as collateral, I still don't understand how that works, though. How does it not push you into liquidation? Because, the big thing was people could never top off, or whatever. They could never... Yep. If you had a flash crash, it's just boom, liquidation. So I don't really understand how the collateral shifts it from you getting liquidated.
Yeah, you're still, if your collateral isn't sufficient to cover whatever the crash is, you've got to get liquidated. I don't understand how you don't. They're taking your collateral. That's the point of the collateral against that crash. So, maybe there's protections against a flash crash, but let's say, you're using Bitcoin as your collateral and Bitcoin was 120,000 when you used it. Now it's worth 90. Things are a little bit upside down. So I don't see how they don't draw on the collateral.
We'd have to jump into it a little bit further to see, but
definitely have to dig in more. I'd like to know more.
Says he's been stacking and compounding Flare from the beginning. Good move. Pookie says Flare's going to shock the crypto world. I tend to agree with that statement. John Doe is saying that Flare is building something real and without doubt will be around in the future. And anything that comes quickly, easily, never hangs around. That's a good point. And doing it the right way, testing the network, sometimes, look, you got to take it slow. So they try to get out there too fast. I feel like they're doing it really well. They got a really good leadership. And I just feel like there's so many cool things and so much utility coming to it. It's just mind-blowing. Key features for liquidity provider: single asset pools without impermanent loss risk and multiple fee streams, including trading, funding, liquidation fees, and then balanced exposure via funding rates. Flamix has dual, that weird word, Flamix.
What is Flamix?
It's like I don't know, it's like Flare and Mix put together. Flamix has dual reward systems where users can gain points to earn our Flare points, part of the our Flare admissions. These will be used to determine the user's our Flare earnings at the end of each reward epic, and then the Flamix points, which are long-term rewards that will stack until the Flamix token launch. Oh, interesting. So they're launching a token. Both Flamix and its dual reward systems are live on Flare. So to begin, you just go to flamix.trade, which will pop over to connect your wallet, deposit your token, start trading or providing liquidity. There you have it.
There you go.
So I guess there's probably more on this as well. Perps for every token ignited by Flare. I like this website a lot. I don't know why I like it. I just love the simpleness of it. I love the little illustrations. Very nice and clean. Built on Flare, powered by Flare. Gotta love it.
Yep.
There it is, the token. The token will be interesting to watch too. I wonder when they're launching that.
Oops. I don't know.
Proven core built for Flare.
Built for Flare.
Interesting. And they got the docs and everything. And look, I love this little graphic here. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Let's transition over to XDC. And this is an interesting too, because XDC has really been outpacing Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you take a look at the last 12 months, XDC is basically surged by 206%, climbing from under USD 0.03 to nearly 0.08. And I think the all-time high was like around 19 cents. I looked at that earlier. So, I mean, it's bound to more than likely double again, right? If it's sitting at 7 cents, go to 14, 21's not out of the way. So 2x on that seems very likely. And Bitcoin gained around 109. If you look at it, there, if you put this guy on, there we go.
Finalizer.
1 year return, look at that. Bitcoin at 105%. You had Ethereum at 89. You had 200% for XDC. So the performance positions XDC as one of the most overlooked winners of the year, quietly surpassing the returns of crypto's two largest players. And let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But
dude, I just minted an NFT. Boom, just like that.
I love it.
I just minted the music.
Good. You guys we're now minting the music, guys. So you will be able to.
So verifying.
You
guys
amazing, will be able to purchase as an NFT the actual original song. You can own that as well.
That's right.
If you win a Yeti, you may want the song that goes with it. Or someone else may want the song. So there you have it.
That's right. Trying to see. Yeah, we get it back now. So awesome.
There you have it.
There you have it. Takes time to show up.
John Page says, my wife is quick and easy and she's still hanging around.
Right.
It's a tornado cash aggregator. I don't know if you could tokenize what I throw around, says Steve Willis.
Well, we're starting to move in an interesting direction where you can tokenize anything. You can tokenize anything you do in life. You want to tokenize, you want to, be kind of, I mean, you can tokenize, everything. It can be cool. Tokenize your effort.
Zed says, my second biggest holding Flare and third is XDC. Yeah, I remember getting XDC when it was like sub 1 penny.
Yep.
I wish I had more though, Jeff. You always say that. You're like, well, let me just put a little bit into this. You're always like, in hindsight, because you don't know. I mean, you hope. But you could always say that almost with anything. You think, well, I just wish I would have put a little bit more into it. Guys, don't forget to type in Yeti. Don't forget to type in Yeti. We have 8 in. It's a good sign. We might get to 20.
A really good sign. We can rack it up. I think you guys will like the song today. I think it was an exciting song. It started, I was going to do a white tribe. Then I ended up doing another blue tribe.
You went
The
stuck
song
with
with
the
the
blue
white
tribe.
tribe wasn't going the way I wanted to go. So I stuck.
That happens sometimes.
There's no name with the white tribe either. So, it kind of, I needed the name for the idea that I had for the song. So it kind of worked out.
Jim D says, "Here's a token of my affection, dear. A Satoshi.
Satoshi.
Here's a sat.
Here's a sat.
2 sats." If you guys don't know what a Satoshi is or a sat, it's the incremental. I don't know what to have it broken down to 1,000. I don't know. I don't know what the I don't know what the sats
1
are
million
broken.
sats.
I don't know what the sats are broken down into, but that's
there's
a
million.
fractional
Is there a
Bitcoin.
million?
Look
Let's
up
see.
the
There's a million.
look up the it might be a million, so you might be dust is what it basically is. Yeah, it's dust. I've given
100
you 5 sats.
100 million.
100
Each
million.
Bitcoin equals 100 million sats. So at the end of the day, it could be infinite, right? I mean, you look at, even though, Bitcoin has X amount of Bitcoin ever out there, but we get to a point where, people are going to start owning a sat versus an entire Bitcoin. It'll be rare, where, people own that Bitcoin. So then you'll talk about, hey, I've got, 100 sats or 100,000 sats or whatever it might be. And, think about how many,
And it's nothing.
100 million Satoshis in a Bitcoin, 100 million.
But also, Zober says, bring a good point. I like the idea of drops. So that's what it's called for fractional XRP is called drops.
Drops.
Think about it. Ripple drops. There you go. Drops. So it's called drops.
Now there's how many?
Is that what it's called? Drops? It's called drops.
Yeah, there's 1 million drops in an XRP.
There it goes. XRP breaks into 1 million drops.
Yep.
So if you think about like the actual fees, like 0.0000, you're like, okay, how much is that? It's a fraction of a penny. So 3/5 of it, of F all. That's what it is. That's what John Page says. That's what John Page says. $1 million. $1
million.
Never seems like that much money, really, these days. Doesn't really seem like a lot, does it, Jeff? It just seems very like, I mean, not to say like I wouldn't love to have $1 million. I just feel like, something interesting happened on the internet, which happens once in a while. So there's this woman, this girl.
Stuff is happening on the internet.
Well, she was talking about the Smith-Mundt Act, okay, and the Smith-Mundt Act was repealed by Obama, which basically blocks the. It basically says the government is not allowed to go after people who spread propaganda. It basically gave news outlets a free pass, so they could just make up stuff and just put it out there. So Obama got rid of that, but she put this video together, and it's been trending a lot on X lately, but Trump actually retruthed this on a Truth Social. So he actually did. She's like trying to get his attention, but this is the video she put together to try to get Trump's attention.
For President Trump and his administration, if you stay to watch the video, please tag him down below, share, and repost so we can try to get this to him as quickly as possible and hope that he can do something with this. President Trump, as a supporter who voted for you 3 times, I am hoping and praying that you will revisit what Barack Obama and Joe Biden got rid of back in 2013, which is the Smith-Mundt Act, which held news corporations accountable for lying to the American people and spreading propaganda instead of truth. I think instead of bringing it back as a Smith-Mundt Act, you name it the Charlie Kirk Act, you make it a law, and you make it damn near impossible for these people to continue to lie to the American public, which has brought chaos, hatred, division, and anarchy all across this country. Fines out the ass, which will damn near bankrupt their company should they lie to the American people ever again. They can have their opinions, that's fine. They need to state that it is their opinion and that it is not a fact. Because of their constant lies, a man lost his life over it. Because of the constant hateful rhetoric of calling him a fascist and a Nazi and a white supremacist and a bigot, the same thing that they called you, this man is dead. I think this would be a great legacy for him to have a law named after him to force journalists to finally start telling the truth and having the integrity that they have lacked for over a decade. I hope that this gets to you. I hope that you think about it and that you pass it into law. Because we are on a dangerous path right now with the constant lies and the propaganda, and that doesn't end just at news journalists. It needs to go to content creators who consistently spread lies and propaganda and half-truths across the internet. This needs to end, and people need to start being held accountable for baseless claims over absolute abysmal things. It needs to end. So please, if you have it in your heart to have the time to do this, get this in front of Congress, get this passed as a law, and start holding these news corporations, be they right, left, or center, accountable for their behavior. Thank you.
There you go. What do you think about that, Jeff?
Spot on. I like it. I like it. I think that's very important, very cool.
Yeah, Zed
We
says
definitely need to do it.
more and more right-wing supporters of piercings, colored hair, and tattoos. The world is shifting. I've seen a lot of that too. I've seen a lot of stuff that you wouldn't even think that these people, especially there's a big influencer on TikTok who he's like, look, I just give he's got colored hair, he's got long fingernails. He's like, look, I like fashion. That's it. I'm a man. I'm a biological man. I'm never going to become a woman. It's not possible. So it's really weird to hear. He lost so many followers speaking out against Charlie Kirk as well. If we have that video, I'll be able to maybe put that on there. But it's just amazing how it is changing. It is changing. Smart young lady. I like the tongue stud. There you go. Zed is right. We need to begin to shed that angle of viewing, which is rightfully accustomed to. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a big tent. It's always been a big tent, and everybody's welcome. People, this is why people like Stephen King, who started saying that, Charlie Kirk said that you should stone gay people. Never said that. All the people that I've been in back and forth with on X as well, I'm like, bring the receipts. If you find it, I'd love to see it. They don't have it. That's the difference. They don't have it. They say like, oh, he said this. He said, okay, great. Send me the video, send me the news article, or send me somewhere where he actually said what you say he's saying. Crickets all the time because they don't have it. So video is crazy. Liar edit when calling it news. Did you?
Holy crap.
Good.
I just created a kick-ass auction.
Is it end at the end of the show, or when does it end?
Well, it has to be an hour at a time. So guys, I just created an auction for an NFT that's going to expire at 8:45 p.m. on Wednesday, on our Wednesday show. So we're going to share it then. We'll share it now. We'll get it in there, and you guys can bid on one of these NFTs. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll start doing some auctions on NFTs. Now it starts, the bid starts at 1 XRP. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can own the song. You can own a piece of song. We're doing all these songs. We're like, hey, let's memorialize them on the XRP ledger. Why not? Let's stick them out there. Let's have them, because we're doing them and they just go on a show and we don't see them anymore. You have the chance to own one of these unique songs. A lot of time and effort goes into creating them, and so you could actually own the
song. Yeah, get the songs. We'll be able to auction all sorts of stuff now.
Yeah, even if you win, like suppose you win the Yeti, boom! Now you can get you can have the NFT song that goes with it, accompanying it. So
get that too. Yeah,
that's
pretty cool. And you can, yeah. There we go.
Crypto G's on. He's like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
What this is really cool.
What?
This is how we use the ledger. We can auction stuff. Look at this. Oh, this is so great. Hang on, I got it. This is.
Did you take auction class to call it as it is?
I'm calling it as it is.
1 XRP, 1 XRP, 1.2 XRP, 1 3. Yeah. So I mean, worst case scenario is you get it for 1 XRP. Pretty good value, I'd say. Right.
But let me show you the guy. Let me show you the guy that we're auctioning.
Let's see it. There you go.
Look at that. So right now, it's Badass Yeti 294. We'll throw it in the chat as well. And we're going to put that in our keep. 72 hours. So I was looking at all the other auctions. People have auctions expiring in December. Nobody's going to bid on anything if it's in September. I want short auctions.
Oh, this is the song, Jeff? Yeah. This is the actual Yeti itself?
Yeah. Well, there's a different Yeti. That's not the one we're doing today.
Oh, but I thought you were going to do the song.
Well, it's not even available. It hasn't really truly minted into XRP.cafe.
Gotcha.
So I was playing around with this while we're talking, and I was going through it because I couldn't see it on my phone. I was like, you know what? If I go to the NFT, I bet I can create an auction right from the NFT, and then boom, there you go. So now we'll be able to auction the song, with that every time we give it away, and you get to own a piece of history. That's going to be great. So we just got to make sure we get the song. Might have to be auctioned off at the next show, which would be kind of cool. But this guy, like this guy.
Steve wants to know,
this guy we're auctioning.
Does an NFT come with the lemon attached?
Well, it comes with a. We're going to be able to auction. We're going to be able to create all sorts of really cool NFTs now. Which
the badass lemons. Wait till you see them. That'll be fun.
That's right.
The badass lemons.
The badass lemons. This is one of the shiver spine. And look at this
Little
guy's
face
name.
yeti.
Pronounce that. Thimble tool.
Thimble tool. I don't know. I just know the song will pronounce it perfect, whatever it is.
He'll mispronounce Zaman. He'll mispronounce Yeti. He'll mispronounce all, but he'll
always
get
gets the name. Always missing vowels. No problem. Well, we'll do it anyway.
It knows how to. It can figure it out.
This petition draws open to all or recent winners still in 30-day timeout. What can I open it up? No, open it up to everybody tonight.
Here you go. So yeah, it's gonna be open to everybody. And
Lemon
there you go.
Tribe.
Go ahead and bid on this guy. The auction is at 1 XRP. Every XRP that we raise here helps continue the show. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have some fun with the different auctions, with the songs. Can't put the videos up because that has to be under 4 meg when we mint it. But if the song is available here before tonight, then we'll get that going too. So we'll be able to giveaways, auctions. Gonna do all sorts of cool things.
Yeah, we can crush the song.
Oh, look at him. Look what time it is. So we got to roll with the song.
Roll the song. Let's go. 31.
Roll the song. Here we go.
Hear now the tale of Thulur, the one-eyed Templar, forged in frost, bound by steel. At the gates of ice he stood. Storms broke, shadows fell. One eye saw beyond the dark. One arm held the line for all. He was not born for peace. He was born for legend. Who speaks his name? Who dares to claim him? Viewers stand as witnesses. Keepers of Yetis. Guardians of fate! A good win, a badass Yeti tonight! Word of the day! Yeti! Get your salmon wallet ready! Fueled by obsidian bold roast! The Yetis stand awake! Badass! Yetis! Coffee.com! Power! In every sip! Chip and Jeff bring the ramps. They bring the fire, the passion, the lore. Their voices strike like thunder, igniting the chain with every word. Badass Yetis on the chain, full of waves with his watchlight, the one-eyed Templar could be
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a banger.
That was crazy.
The one-eyed Templar.
The one-eyed Templar.
It is salmon. Get your salmon wallets.
Get your salmon. Get your
salmon or trout, whatever one you have available. Get a salmon wallet, a trout wallet. Let's go, people. Yeah. Today is Red Eye Yeti. Tomorrow is Obsidian Bold to Hold. Hell yeah, baby. Thulur only has one eye. That's right. He's Thulur, the one-eyed Templar.
Thulur, the one-eyed Templar.
Thulur. Got goosebumps in this one. Your voice really stood out in this one, Jeff.
That's right.
It's beautiful. Yeah, you really crushed it, Jeff. That That
You
big
like that?
operatic sound, it was
I like
fantastic, man.
the passion. I sung all the parts.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Here it is right here. Restore the Smith-Mundt Act of 1948. This blocked the government from being able to use propaganda on the American population, repealed by Obama in 2012. Reinstate it, so say we the people of the United States of America and the world. We're all tired of the BS. We're tired of all the garbage, Jeff, right? We got to be the garbage, the badass yetis, the badass yetis, the badass yetis. Getting really tired of that one. It stuck out. That did give some goosebumps, man. That was pretty.
That one will
That
continue.
was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing, man.
Vibrato.
It was excellent. I loved it. Let's see. What was I going to say? This is something fun, Jeff. Look at this. Here's a guy that converted to be a Muslim, and look what he's looking for. What could possibly go wrong here?
I'm looking for a man who's at least 6'1".
Okay.
Brown eyes, big nose, thick curly hair, hairy, just like furry, just like a carpet on his chest. Not a Zionist.
Okay.
From a Baba culture.
Oh.
Muslim or open to converting.
What could possibly go wrong here, Jeff? You think we should tell him? Should somebody tell him, or just let him go with it?
You can just.
Holy cow, man! Totally lost the plot. This kid.
Oh my God.
My God. Yeah, who's gonna tell him? Somebody. I mean, holy cow! They really don't even spend 3 seconds. Maybe semi-curious in Google or AI and just. Tell me how this really works, or they don't want to know. I don't know. It's the creepiest damn thing I've ever seen in my life, man. It's just creepo, weirdo stuff. Weirdo stuff.
Who's gonna tell him?
I'm not gonna tell him.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna tell him, Jeff. Are you gonna tell him? I don't think anybody should tell him. I think he should find out for himself.
It's always better when you find out for yourself.
Well,
do your own research.
As long as you don't lose your head in the process.
In person.
Which is very happy. I mean,
popular. It's a clickbait, otherwise mental institution. That's right.
They got to open the asylums up. It's like I remember, like my great grandfather telling me about the asylums they had. Like people they would go crazy. They just put them in asylums. They just that was it. It's like there were just asylums filled with like lots of people, and then they don't have the asylums open anymore.
No.
Well,
they do. They're in like New York City, LA, some of the bigger cities. They love their crazy people.
Yeah, they're crazy about settles it, Jeff. That's about all that it is. Speaking of crazy, that's a good segue, Jeff. I knew you were going to bring that up, right? So this nut job, George Aberanye, he debated Charlie Kirk when he went to Oxford. I'll play one of the videos and just one of his glorious messages, but this is not him and Charlie. I couldn't find the full exchange, but let's just say he doesn't, for a guy who's in the debate club, doesn't have any game, doesn't have any debate skills. But here he is.
Actively create change in the world we desire. And Side Prop will argue that at times there is simply nothing else that can be required other than violent retaliation. And this is a view I wholeheartedly agree with. The view that some institutions are too broken, too aggressive, too oppressive to be reformed. Like cancers of our society, they must and they should be taken down by any means necessary.
There you go, Jeff, advocating to take out anything you disagree with and take it, Captain John Sparrow. That's right.
That's what I was saying. I was looking at the little thumbnail. I was like, why are we putting Captain Jack Sparrow up on the
Captain Jack will take you home tonight. Yeah, what an asshat this guy is. So, by the way, so let me show you what he said. This was his exact post right here. Charlie Kirk got shot. Let's effing go. That's what he said. So he's the president in chief or the president elect of the Oxford Union presidency. And Wall Street Mav said Secretary of State Marco Rubio said he would ban any foreigners from coming to the USA for celebrating the killing of Charlie Kirk. I suggest we start with George Aberanye, the president elect of Oxford Union Debating Society. Retweet if you agree. So just a
So
complete
did
asset.
did Rubio respond yet, or he hasn't responded yet?
Well, he said that he would anybody, he would, well, they'd ban anybody who's anti-American anyway.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But this is right here. Favorite John Ocasio-Radam Nolte here. He said Stephen King smeared Charlie Kirk with an obscene lie after sitting Republican congressman suggested a libel lawsuit. Look who turned into a squealing little gerbil. That's how you do it. We've had enough. So here it is, right here.
He apologized quick.
Yeah, it was real quick. So here he is. I apologize for saying Charlie Kirk advocated stoning gays. What he actually demonstrated was how some people cherry-picked biblical passages. And then Defiant L said, I say Stephen King should be ashamed of himself. But what's the point? He says, I was wrong. I apologize. I've deleted the post. Then Colin Wright said, no, he didn't. It's exactly his kind of extreme rhetoric that encourages people to commit violence. Stephen King, I've apologized. Charlie Kirk never advocated stoning gays. Then you had Sebastian Gorka say, when? You decrepit liar. Show us when Charlie ever said that. I have apologized. Ted Cruz, you're a horrible, evil, twisted liar. No, he did not say that. Your party, which you shamelessly shilled, blah, blah, blah. And he said, the horrible, evil, twisted liar apologizes. This is what I get for reading something on Twitter without fact-checking. It won't happen again. It'll happen over and over again. You guys don't fact-checking. You don't even look at the source. You guys just assume this is all true. If nobody has a link to it or the video or have that, then how are you going to say that he just said it? But it's not a good sign, Jeff. What are you going to do, this guys? Well, that's not all, Jeff. Look at this. So Belfast Books, Belfast Books over in Ireland said, we thought so much more of you, Stephen King, and even thought that that this may harm us financially, removing all of your books from our website. Absolute, abhorrent, and ill-informed comment in the first instance of an inchoate apology doesn't even begin to cover. Go further. So his books are, they just, and what's funny is the reason that Belfast Books chose not to sell his books and ban them is because they're worried about blowback from customers saying, oh, you carry Stephen King books? Forget it, I'm not buying any books from you.
That's right.
So this is the guy that wanted to cancel everybody. He was crazy with like, oh, let's cancel right? He wanted to cancel everybody. Well, he has a new movie coming out called The Long Walk. It's based on a 1966 novel that he wrote. And the funny thing is, Mark Hamill stars in the production. Mark Hamill's another one of these leftists that, But anyway, everyone's saying they're banning the movie. They're not going to see the movie. The movie theaters have disinvited him to come out. He was supposed to go through and fly into a couple states and surprise moviegoers. They all rescinded the offer. Not going to happen anymore. But look so what did he do? He filmed himself doing his own long walk, but not because he chose to. Now, just keep in mind when you watch this clip, he's 2 years younger than Trump. Okay. All right. So here's him putting out his own promo about his movie that nobody wants to go see. Here it is.
Stephen King here, reminding you it's Sunday, but there's still time for you to walk to your nearest movie theater and see The Long Walk. Okay? Do it.
Oh my God.
Jeff, he looks decrepit.
In the world?
Watch when he almost falls over. Watch when he almost falls over here. Watch this.
You to walk to your nearest movie theater and see The Long Walk. Okay? Do it.
If I didn't know better, I'd say he's about 6 or 7 drinks in, but I don't think so. I think it's just, I think he's just old. Okay, do it. Yeah, commanding people to do it when you piss them off really is going to help out. Do it, okay? He looks like one of those old decrepit guy over there on The Simpsons.
Stephen King here.
All right.
Reminding you it's Sunday, but there's still time
The Long Walk.
Walk to your nearest movie theater and
almost
see The
fell over.
Long Walk.
What's on his tag there?
He's wearing it says 47 on there. I don't know what it this is.
47 what?
I don't know. I can't quite read it.
Uh,
I try to zoom in on it a little bit, but I can't really read it. It's 47. It's got some text below it. Don't know. But he was doing his own long walk.
Trump.
Probably something about Trump. Who knows? These people are mad, dude. They're clinically insane. So somebody.
Mix of Mr. Burns and the bartender.
That's it. Right. That's about spot on.
Oh my god.
So somebody put this meme up. I saw this in the comments. Look at this right here. Now in theaters, The Long Walk Back to Relevance. Can he make it to the bank before anyone discovers who he really is? Rated Trump derangement syndrome. I mean, holy cow. Now in theaters.
Yeah.
It's so funny. He did his own long walk. This guy made a meme just for this comment. He made a meme
my
just
God.
for that
Now in
stupid thing.
theaters.
You got to laugh about it.
Oh my god.
Well, just judging. Look at this, Jeff. When I first saw this, somebody put this in the comments as well, and this is interesting. It said, liberalism, a disease that breaks you down from the inside out. These are a few years apart. So there's Stephen King, a couple years apart.
Well, how many years?
I don't know.
That's insane.
He went from normal to zombie. He looks like something on The Walking Dead right there, right?
That's amazing.
Next up, we have Obama. There's him. You know, he's gray,
Yeah.
but now he looks like his face is all sunken in and been beat.
Really? Yeah.
You know, it's like the aging is incredible. And then here we go with Tom Hanks. He looks that's about the same in both pictures to me.
So say, yeah. But if you go back, I mean, you think about Tom Hanks, you know, the one movie that I always think about, if I picture Tom Hanks, it's the movie Big. And
The
that's
one
how
I
see
used,
him.
what was the one where he was on the deserted island? I thought that was probably his best movie. I thought it was
Wilson.
Wilson. That's when it was, Big.
But I can't think of how he looked on that one. But the movie Big is kind of
lost a
one
lot
of
of weight
those
for that.
movies that
He looks
you
weird.
see,
Like
you know, over and over again.
like he's had some work. Then you got Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, he's like, what, 51?
He just
Looking
looks
a lot like Jack Nicholson.
right. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
Castaway. There you go.
Yeah, Castaway. That was the name of the movie. That's right. So this guy, and I don't want to even play the video because the guy's an absolute clown. But Bob Villain, this guy's, remember, this is the rapper we played a couple weeks ago. It was like trash and all kinds of stuff. So he gets on this video and says, I didn't celebrate Charlie Kirk. Well, everyone's just showing the video clips where he did. He said his pronouns are now gone and wasn't gone or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
He called him just names and all this. Like he wasn't celebrating that. It's just pretty weird. So Gutfield said he's never shared an opinion where a dissenting voice can be heard. He only believes in his low intelligence from a stage. He thinks he's punk, but he's a pussy. If you were to engage in a debate, then it would become apparent. Hence his cocooned cowardice. He knows he's an imposter.
Yep. And most of them, they have not studied, researched, learned, read, nothing.
No.
I mean, absolutely nothing. They take a couple talking points, and then they like that, they'll take to the stage and they'll pontificate in whatever their art form is and say things that they don't even understand what they're saying for the most
There's
part.
Stephen King was in an appearance in The Walking Dead there. So you're probably asking yourself, geez, what is this movie about actually? Well, The Long Walk refers to Stephen King's 66 novel about a dystopian deadly walking competition where the last boy standing wins a prize, with the walk itself symbolizing societal pressures, the Vietnam War, or life's journey. Participants walk at a constant pace, and those who fall behind are shot by soldiers.
It was a crazy book.
The novel is an allegory for the future. Have you read it, Jeff?
I did when I was younger.
I read most of his books. He was one of my favorite author when I was younger. I used to love his books.
Oh yeah,
but I didn't know he was such a nut job. And you know what's weird is like none of his books are political. He never gets into political space.
Well, if you read this, based on what it's supposed to be, like put a spin on it.
Yeah, maybe so. But I mean,
pressures.
But I'm saying a lot of his books don't necessarily have. But that was 66 too. He must have been pretty young in 66.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember what was his pen name he used? He authored a couple. His first books were authored by,
wasn't Stephen King?
Yeah, what was Stephen King's pen name? Stephen King.
He had a pen name.
Yeah, I read those books too, and I didn't know it was him. Richard Bachman. Yeah, so he wrote books under the title Richard Bachman.
I did not.
But it was
know
really him.
Ah.
Yeah, here it is right here. See? Richard Bachman, not to be confused with Richard Bach. That's not him. It says Richard Bachman, pen name, as well as a fictional character of American horror fiction author Stephen King, adopted in 1977 for the novel Rage. King had the link between himself and Bachman, allowing for identification in 1985. His first 4 Bachman novels, the Bachman books, Rage, became controversial about a school shooting and was allowed to go out of print after the 1997 Heath school shooting. Blah, 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 blah. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Stephen King. Another dopey leftist. Another dopey leftist. They don't like getting canceled. They love canceling other people, Jeff, but they do not enjoy getting canceled themselves. You know, the big Charlie Kirk Memorial, and also the Tommy Robinson big event where the news media said that only 110,000. Meanwhile, it was 3 million people showed up.
Did you see the streets? The streets were packed.
It's unbelievable.
Packed, shoulder to shoulder, block after block after block after block.
And this was on Sky News, but they since have taken it down. And even Tommy Robinson said, "Oh my God, this is Sky News almost doing a pretty good account of what actually happened." But then they deleted the video. But luckily he nicked it.
The most alarming aspect of the event was just how normal the vast majority of the marches were.
Don't say.
I spent an hour or two amongst them, and my own impression was that they were mostly the sort of people you'd meet in a country pub or in half-time queue for the loo at football or at a concert. There was a sprinkling of black and brown faces, and the event was brought to a close by a gospel group singing Jerusalem. All that must worry the traditional mass parties, Labour and Conservatives, now polling at less than 40% between them. They're draining support to parties like Reform and the Greens. And yet, a man recently out of jail, condemned as an extremist thug by most mainstream media outlets, can rally a demo the size of the entire population of Cambridge or Blackpool. A feat you couldn't imagine either Sir Keir Starmer or Kemi Badenoch pulling off anytime soon.
Two-tier queue.
The people are sending us all a message. Let's see if anyone at Westminster's listening.
Nope.
No, let's see if, I mean, they went this far to delete the video, Jeff. I mean, they're like, they deleted the damn video. I mean, holy cow. I mean, you can't even leave this video up. I mean, what's wrong with people? They wouldn't even leave this video up. So Elon Musk, this is him. He appeared virtually talking to Robinson. Here he is.
And then you see how much violence there's on the left, with our friend Charlie Cook getting murdered in cold blood this week, and people on the left celebrating it openly. The left is the party of murder and celebrating murder. I mean, let that sink in for a minute. That's who we're dealing with here.
Not wrong. That's exactly what we're dealing with.
He's spot on. I'm glad that, he's kind of there, with everybody being able to be brought in. If you look at the video from Korea, they're doing the same thing, and it's on a global scale, what's happening right now. I mean, this, sometimes you need a very unfortunate incident to bring everybody together to another level. Now we said this yesterday, but this is the turning point, and we're going to see, country to country, those that are passionate and believe in freedom and are going to, fly the banner of freedom. They're going to be chanting Charlie's name, for a long time to come. And this is the pivotal moment, when we're going to see it here. All these crazies are going to be relegated to going back to the shadows in the periphery, kind of like where they belong. And we're going to see the same thing happen, hopefully, over in the UK and other countries, because we're starting to see that, and it's time to bring freedom back. And it definitely has to happen. You got to be very cognizant of, who is the one, who are the ones that are actually manipulating the outcome, who are the ones that are pulling all the strings behind the scenes. And, that's a huge, question mark for many to say, who's the biggest benefactor across the board. And, it amazes me to see how, this leftist agenda, and they've been since Clinton and probably before that. We've seen a systematic and a very methodical process of deconstructing this country, from the dumbing down of our education system to the brainwashing of our kids, starting in lower school all the way up through university. And that's abundantly clear now. They've back then they started to turn a blind eye to the Islamification of the world because it was happening at that point, but they chose to ignore it. Post 9/11, I think we woke up to it, but then people chose to then ignore it once again. But then there's an agenda of these power holders, the power brokers, that are bringing, and they don't want to raise up people in other countries, right? That would be the way to do it, right? People live in their country. You want to bring them up, help them lift themselves up by their own bootstraps, give them the means or teach them how to utilize the means within their own infrastructure and their own production, their own agriculture, teach them, help them, become reliant and self-sufficient. But for decade upon decade upon decade, especially under the guise of the United Nations, which is a for-profit organization to manipulate and control the players on the ground, they've devastated economies all to control countries. And this is, it's unfortunate but true. And now, because of whatever guilt complex, or maybe it's the next stage in their agenda, which is why we're seeing all these people from all these countries that have been, belittled to a point, they're already developing or third world nations, and they've pressed them down to such a low state. But now they're taking them and they're just dumping them into Western countries instead of saying, hey, we want to go into these countries, the developing countries and third world countries, and find a way to lift you up and find a way to tap in. But that's not what's happening. And so it's really it's a societal displacement, and that's the next stage in the agenda. It's displacing full societies, and,
Yes.
we've witnessed it. And the question is, Chip, who's behind all that? Like who is the ultimate benefactor?
Well, I mean, you're talking about from a hierarchy type of standpoint,
right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, look at all the governments. I mean, people are installed every day. There's some of this is true. What XRP Plumber is saying right here, that chip doesn't matter anymore. Left, right, on the side, it's all the same master. I'm going to debunk that and tell you why it's not, why it is different this time. Now, the reason I'm not a Republican is because I don't like Republicans. They're weak, they're feeble, they cave. Now, Democrats, the one thing I do admire about Democrats is they never throw each other under the bus. They will always stick together, and they will always be on mission and on point, right? Don't like it, but that's it. Republicans are getting better. Trump has taught them how to do it, but they're not very good at learning either. That's the other problem they have. But there are a few. But I would say when it comes to Trump, who wanted to take him out? Both sides. Look at his first term. Who was working against him? The Speaker of the House, the guy who once ran with Romney in the VP series. So you're talking about when both sides want to take a guy out, that means the good old boys club is not happy about it anymore, and they know they're going to get upended. So that's the one, I would say the one sort of caveat there that is a little bit different, although they've almost pretty much been the uniparty, the same party. And you got to remember too, that in taking down these assets, these people who are controlling things behind the scenes, I'll just say that, I won't use a word, but I'll just say those folks, one of the things that they want to do is they want to make sure that there's going to be chaos. They want divisive people. They want infighting. It's all a big distraction, right? And did you see when Charlie Kirk, after the murder happened, did cities burn? No, vigils broke out everywhere. Vigils where you would least expect it. People came, it brought people together, right? And people, countless stories about, I just saw one about a guy who says, I never wore a suit. He put on a suit. He said he wanted to be a better father, better husband, and and he was never a Christian before Charlie Kirk. And this is what, so there, there's a lot of good coming out of it. I mean, we could all do better in life, but one man who actually lived it was a guy named Charlie Kirk. And being 31 years old, I mean, it's insane where he actually was. So going back to the whole thing about the larger picture of who these people are, they're a little bit nervous right now because the funding got cut off for all the protests. There's still some funding left. These people, there are all these protests you see, but none of them are organic. They're all funded. Every single one of them is funded. That's where you think you have those RICO charges going on with Soros and these other people that are funding these things. And I just think that if Trump is successful, and that's a big if he can take it down, I feel like they're working pretty hard, but you're not going to undo 50, 100, 200 years of corruption. You're not going to undo it. Trump didn't even make a dent in it. He went there to drain the swamp, and the swamp became more powerful while he was in office. You know, Reagan said he was going to get rid of the government, and he did. He did delete a lot of the government. This isn't anything new that Trump's doing. But by the time his second term ended, there were more employees of the government than before he started. So it's a lot of things have to be reformed. A lot of things have to be said. And when I think about what's happening here, look what's happened since Trump's been in office. You've got Germany. Okay, granted, AFD, 7 people have died mysteriously in the AFD party. That's the conservative party. The 7th one just died. They say, well, they died. Now 7 people, pretty unlikely. You got what's the rise up in Great Britain. You got the what's happening with Macron over in France. I mean, there is a turning point of all things happening. When you think about all of this, none of this happens without Trump. People saying, you know, get out of our country.
Sure.
You can't invite invaders in who don't honor your country and have a certain way of life that doesn't necessarily, you know, mix with yours. And I wanted to play this. God Sad was on with Charlie Kirk, and I wanted to play this. This is a really good exchange, but I wanted to play this here.
I think that Islam is compatible with Western civilization.
The short answer, no. Of course, millions of Muslims decide to ignore the incongruent elements of their religion. They're practicing cafeteria Islam, right? They're choosing the parts that they agree with, and they're ignoring the parts that they don't agree with. But once Islam becomes, never mind a majority, if it becomes a strong minority, we have 1,400 years of history that tells us what happens to all of the foundational values that we hold dearly in the West, right? I mean, you don't have to, believe me. You could just study history, right? I mean, almost every single one of the 56 countries that I mentioned a few minutes ago started off with having zero Islam. And then you close and open your eyes, suddenly it's 99.9% Islam. How did that happen? In some cases, it takes 5 years for it to happen. In some cases, it takes 500 years to happen. But inshallah, it will always happen. I'll mention one other thing. Many of your viewers may not know this. Since 9/11 alone, Charlie, so that's 24 years, there have been 47,000 plus terror attacks committed by Islamic terrorists in nearly 70 countries. And now there are multiple databases that you can use to prove that this number is correct. 47,000 terror attacks. So that should give you a sense of whether Islam is compatible with the West or not.
So why is it that so many Muslims are moving to Western countries? Is it just economics, or is there something more ideological at play here?
It's both. Of course, many Muslims have no interest in conquering anyone, and they want, as you just said, exactly what you said, which is, I want better economic opportunities for me and my children and so on. But the Muslim Brotherhood and many other Islamic theorists and scholars and politicians have said that we will conquer the West through 3 means. And I hope that your listeners and viewers take note. Number 1, we will conquer the West through the womb of our women, right? So that's a demographic fertility battle. We will produce 5 children, you will produce 1.2 children, and we will outbreed you. Number 2, we will conquer the West through hijrah. Hijrah is the Arabic word for immigration, and that's exactly what we do with our open border policies. And number 3, we will conquer the West by using your miserable freedoms and liberties against you. They're screaming this out from the top of the mountain, and yet most Westerners choose to ignore it, Charlie. It is so galling. It is so frustrating. I escaped that world 45 plus years ago, and here it is now hunting me down 50 years later.
Oh, said Jim D. Kirk was extremely dangerous to the people behind the curtains running the planet's banking money system. He saw how religion and guilt were being used to divide nations, to enslave them to debt, and he was in a position to transform the whole MAGA movement away from the idolatry of worshiping fake religious nation leaders. There you have it. Jeff, it's time to do the drawing, my man. It's time to roll that video again. We lost your mic again, dude. What the hell just happened?
I muted.
Oh, I was like, damn, not again. The old mute button. The old mute button. I got you. Okay, that's good.
But check this out. This is the minted song.
Sweet.
It's not for sale yet. We own it, so we can give it away. This would be a giveaway, or we could sell it.
Sell it, baby.
Sale. But check it out. No, I don't know if I'm sharing with audio. So
no, you're not. Well, we'll play the video. Is that a different one?
No, this is the one.
Okay.
This is the one from today. So it's kind of exciting to be just to show it off real quick. Then we'll play the video. But check this out. So you get the NFT.
Hear now the tale of Thuller, the one-eyed Templar.
Nice.
Own that song.
No, we are suspending the 1 month rule to get some more folks in here. We only have 12, so we're suspending it. Everybody can do it. And Mark, I encourage you to
everybody type.
Mark says it's rigged.
He refuses to type Yeti. Notice how he typed Yeti.
We're fixing to get amped off this vid. This is a lot, man. This video like shakes you, man. It's a good one.
Yeah, here we go.
Powerful, dude. It's amazing. Amazing.
It's amazing. Amazing. Here we go. Let's roll it.
Hear now the tale of Thuller, the one-eyed Templar, forged in frost, bound by steel. At the gates of ice he stood. Storms broke, shadows fell. One eye saw beyond the dark. One arm held the line for all. He was not born for peace. He was born for legend. Who speaks his name? Who dares to claim him? Viewers stand as witnesses. Keepers of Yetis. Guardians of fate. A good win, a badass Yeti tonight. Word of the day. Yeti! Get your salmon wallet ready. Fueled by obsidian bold roast. The Yetis stand awake. Badass Yetis Coffee.com. Power in every sip. Chip and Jeff bring the ramps. They bring the fire, the passion, the lore. Their voices strike like thunder, igniting the chain with every word. Badass Yetis on the chain, full awaits with his watchman, the one-eyed Templar. Could be yours. chain.
Damn. Badass Yetis. Woo.
Badass Yetis.
Simon and Kev production.
That's right.
There you go. Andrea Bocelli, says Mark Smith. Unibrow, rigged, yigged.
Yigged.
Simon brings the heat. Kev in Korea updates rule.
Charles, you can say Yeti. Come on. You can
Go ahead.
it.
Do
You
it.
can do
I'm
it.
going to let you do it.
Do
if you
it.
win again, you're going to be hated, not by us, but by everybody.
Go ahead, Charles.
Mike
You can throw it at everybody gets in.
Mike wants to bring him to a casino. He's the winniest dude ever, man. This guy wins. He wins. There it is, baby.
There
guys.
it is.
There it
All
is,
right,
guys.
here we
Read it
go.
and weep. We have no idea who's gonna win, but we got 19 in
No
here. Go ahead and let's put the background music on, Jeff, and I'll put the screen up and we will see. There we go. And let's go. Who's it gonna be? Look at all those names cycling through. Who will it be? Who? Boom, Eiswine. Eiswine wins. Better get your badass. I think we have his wallet, but Eiswine, big
He
winner.
won once before, and he had already logged off.
You know what that means, Jeff? That means he has to buy the song too.
That's right.
That's what it means. Just that.
Right.
You got to pair him up, man. Eiswine wins. He's gone. I think Eiswine left.
Uh-oh.
Eiswine, if you're not here, dude, you better say I'm here. Turn it down a little bit, Jeff. It's a little loud there. Jeez. Turn it off there.
Get some background music.
Yeah, put that
There
up.
we
Put
go.
that down, man.
It's loud, man.
This is super loud.
It's crazy. Pyramid scheme. Pyramid's rigged. Uh-oh. You know what that means.
What does it say?
Rigged.
Rigged. My name didn't come up. Come on. It doesn't play all the names. It just cycles through them. It's just occasional ones. Jeff got the beats. Let's just wait and see. Let's give him another second here.
Oh, no, those things. Uh-oh. That's it.
I think we're running out of time here, Jeff. We're going to run out of time.
Gotta roll it again.
We're going to have to roll it again if we don't hear from Eiswine. You won, dude.
3, 2. Gotta re-roll.
Hang on a second. Hang on. All right, let's do it. Let's go ahead and give it away.
Here we go.
Delay of game. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Draw again, people. And if you don't see your name, it doesn't cycle through all the names, just some choice ones. You know who's going to win now, right, Jeff?
Yep, I do.
Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Who's it going to be?
M.
M wins. M. Is M here?
M.
Too late. You lose. Too late.
Oh.
That's why you got to be paying attention. Wah, wah,
M was here
wah.
too at 9:22.
Gotta pay attention. Come on, M. M says, yeah, I'm here. M says, I'm here. Chef, while you're giving that way, I gotta run. Somebody's at my door. I'll be right back in a second.
All right.
Be right.
Right. Be right back. All right, we know the rules. We need to get your Zaman wallet address, and then we need your X handle. Let me get in here and open up the spreadsheet. And then we also have this beautiful song that we can give away as well. So let me just get to the giveaway screen. Let's see what we got here. Got an M. What number are we on tonight? Number 206 is a Templar. Today's the 14th, 2025. All right. Oh, Eiswine is back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Know what that means. We lost Chip. So Ice Wine is here. We re-rolled the last time we had this done. Came back at the last second. We ended up giving away two Yetis. So here we go. We're gonna have to find another one. Chip, Ice Wine is here.
I know.
We
but he
gotta
came
roll
in late.
off. We got to roll off.
In,
Rock,
came in
paper,
late.
scissors.
Came in
Rock,
late, baby.
Paper, scissors.
You gotta stay. You have a few seconds to say I'm here, and if you don't say I'm here,
It's
you're
9:30.
out. You're out.
Gotta go to the YouTube.
YouTube.
Let's see here.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. It's a little too much, that little thing.
That was
it's
a little
too
much.
It's a little too much badass Yetis for me. I was like, okay, that's reverberating
A
in my
little too much
sleep.
on repeat. All right, I've got to view this on YouTube. I'm trying to get in. Got to see some wallets being dropped.
Says he's here for the bold roast. Well, good. Yourself some badass Yetis coffee, baby.
All right, I've got one.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. M. It's all jacked up tonight.
All right.
Right.
Gonna do the transfer to
Do
M.
it. Do it.
Uh-oh.
Let's do it, people.
End in a DM.
Let's do it. Come on now.
It says the person you're sending this to must. Oh, wait a minute. Of course, it says invalid.
Eiswein showed his or her. No, it's his. His good character. I'm glad to see that. That's good to see. Yeah.
Not working. It says invalid. R starts with an R, ends with a DM. It is not working.
206. That's how many bones are in your body, in case you were wondering, Jeff.
Yep. Nope, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
might have to give it to Eiswein after all.
Let me.
He wins when he doesn't win. He wins anyway.
Let me refresh the screen real quick.
We got to be able to give it away, Jeff.
Try it one more time here. Nope. Saying invalid, unfortunately.
That might be because you don't have any XRP there. If you don't have at least one XRP in that wallet and it's just the wallet address, it won't work.
Or it hasn't been signed. Yep. I don't know. All right. So we need wallets. We need wallet. Go back to the YouTube.
Eiswein says he's here.
Yeah. It didn't work. So in that case, either you got to fund it or approve it, accept whatever on your side to activate the Zaman wallet. But for some reason, it is saying invalid XRP address.
Yeah, no good. No bueno, man. No bueno.
So in that instance, we need either update it or we need Icewine's Zaman wallet.
I think you probably it's already have it. He's won before. Just search for it.
Yes. Let's see.
I don't have the docs pulled up. Do I have them pulled up? I don't think so.
I'm trying to look.
Let's see.
Because I just typed it. That's why it's found.
I have it right here. It's line 49 on the Blue Tribe.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works.
Blue Tribe.
Boom. So that worked right away. Let me log in. Scanning it. Here we go. Sending. Fingerprint. Submitted. Verifying. And it's gone.
There you go. Eyes1 ends up winning.
And now
you got to fund your wallet or do something because there's something wrong with your wallet. Oh, wait a minute. He had the wrong wallet address. That one's in GC. The other one ended up in DM. The other one ended in DM.
Yeah. Did he give us another one?
Yeah.
All right. So let's
Dude, we know you're here. You didn't answer fast enough. We waited the 3 minutes before you'd answered.
Who's that?
Right there. Fuck Wigs.
Who?
I'm here.
Who?
Eyes1, right there. It says it on screen.
Oh, yeah.
He keeps saying I was here, but we had to go on to M because you didn't.
Now since M had a glitch,
We've sent it to you.
Sending it to. I sent it to Ice-Wine, but now M has given us the right address. So now we're in a quandary. So what we're going to do is give you guys both. We're just going to give you guys both one. So did you give us your correct address?
That's a completely different address there.
I can't. Hang on. I'm looking for it.
And the rule is when we say you won, you got to chime in with I'm here. If you do it after we've said, okay, we're going to move on because we can't sit here and keep the show open all night until we see it. All right. That's when we moved on.
So now one eye is gone. So now I've got, so what I'm going to do, let me go to the tribe.
Give him no eyes. blind bat Yeti.
I'm going to give you no eyes. I've got this little guy here. This guy is cool. I was going to give him away. This is one of the spirit walkers. So let me share this bad boy real quick. This is going to M. M is going to get the spirit walker.
Toss it up there, man.
Here we go. Hang on a minute.
Toss it up there, son.
There you go. Oh wait, I didn't.
You got to put it on screen. We got to see what it is.
Yeah,
there
we go. M.
All right, that's a cool one.
Right there.
That's badass right there.
One. I like that one.
Yeah, he's got headphones on. It's awesome.
That's right. So this one is going to M. There you go. Got the right address this time. And here we go. We're off and running. That's why it's important to get the correct address. Here we go. It's sending.
Oh, okay.
It is on its way. It's verifying. It's been submitted. And boom, gone. Successfully submitted. You are now the proud owner of Badass Yeti number 542 that went over to M. I got your correct address. There you go. You guys both win. Look at that. That's nice. That's how we roll. And if you want to buy the song, you guys have an opportunity to buy the song. Should we auction that off the next time, or do we want to put it up for sale right now? What do you think?
I don't know. It's up to you, man. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to put it, let's say I can put it up for auction, or I can sell it. We got one auction going for the next show. So this one we can put out there. The never expires. All right. Here we go. I'm going to put it out there. What do you say?
I say people buy it for at least 20 XRP. That's what I say.
20. Let's put it up for auction.
Maybe 50. It's only for one, so you can own it for 1 XRP. I don't think that's a lot to ask people. Let's go.
What's that? What do you want to do?
Someone highest bidder.
Highest bidder.
I'm going with Ed. Ed says highest bidder. Let's go with that. Highest bidder. All right. If only one person does it, you got it for one.
That's it. Of course, you got to set a reserve, I think. I don't like setting reserves. All right, here we go. This is going to expire 17. And we're going to set this one. Same thing. Should we have two auctions expiring on the same day? This one will expire a little earlier. So I'm going to send this and this one early. 8:30.
There you go. All right, put that in there. Let's see who's going to bid on this sucker. Who's going to bid to be the highest bidder for this auction? And we'll also post it up there too for the song.
Force me to set a reserve. Setting the price. There we go. Let me sign it. So we put the other one up there, and we'll put both of these in the X as well, and we'll have these both on the email. So let me sign this. Hang on one second. This one's ending at 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday, and the other one's going to end at 8:45 p.m. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Here we go. Added to stage. This guy is available right now. You can go and bid on him. And this is the song.
Hear now the tale.
So you can go in there. You can find this guy. I'll put a link into the chat real quick. This is the auction for the song. And there you go. Auction for the song. Look at that. Boom. All right. I'll go to the keep. We got 2 auctions rolling. Auction for number 294. And then we've got auction for the song. Auction for the song Tular. Shit. Tular. There we go. All right. Perfect. All right. That's how we go. That's all we got. Be back Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look at that.
Yes, indeed.
Very cool. Long Jordan.
Indeed.
That's it. Indeed. Indeed. The highest bidder wins. That's it. Got 2 auctions going right now. So we've got that one and then the other auction. And so Wednesday, we're going to bring up both the auctions. So you get to bid on the song from tonight. Now, 206, Ice Wine actually won 206. So Ice Wine, if you want to get the song.
Ice Wine, go get the song. Drop the link in there again so people can grab it.
That's the link for the Shiver Spine.
There you go.
And then this next link here is the link for the song.
There you have it. Nice.
And he's already bidding it.
That's all we have, Jeff. We're getting out of here. I need to rock. I need to run.
We got to roll.
All right, guys. See you guys on the next one. Chip and Jeff
out.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.